Hello, my name is Agnes Phillips. Most people call me Neshi. I'm a game community manager at the Budapest studio, and this upcoming September will be my third anniversary here at the company. As a community manager, I do two very important things. One is managing the community. So this includes being a channel between the team and the community back and forth. And the other angle is social media management. We provide everything that you see on social media when it comes to the game in particular. These are the two pillars of my work. So I have a very strong academic background, and I used to research migration and religious communities. But then when I started to work full-time, I worked as a copywriter for markets in the United Kingdom. And then after that, I came to Gameloft specifically because I wanted to try my hand at the gaming industry. And I had this personal motivation because I play video games myself, and it worked out quite well. At Gameloft, I think what makes me feel like I belong is the presence of one particular colleague. She is quite senior, in a quite senior role herself, and she is a really approachable but also extremely professional person. She joined approximately at the same time I did, and it really just helps me a lot that she's here. I sort of look up to her, and this really shows that it really illustrates that it's important to have people from all walks of life at a company, because you never know who they are going to influence or inspire. To me, what matters the most is the game industry as a workplace or as a company. So I think it's really important that nowadays, when we hear all these lawsuits about racism and sexism in the industry, we need to understand that this is not what diversity looks like. It's not enough to just have some sort of chief diversity officer so that we look good on paper. Instead, I think what's crucial is to have a genuine effort, to make a genuine effort rooted in a genuine understanding that people of all races, genders, sexual orientations, nationalities, religions can do awesome things, and they deserve a chance because we are all equal. In the game communities, I really often feel like I'm not a real gamer. So it's really typical that you complete, let's say, Metroid Dread 100%, and then you're made to feel like you are not good enough because you didn't play Dark Souls or something like this. But I don't really care about that because I mostly play with my friends. So it's really easy to avoid this kind of discourse. And I'm really happy to say that here at Gameloft, I've been really made to feel welcome. I think it's really important that we here in the studio have a lot of women who are really cool, who are doing fantastic work, and who are also in leadership positions. And their kind of pioneering work really makes me also feel welcome. So I'm sort of just a beneficiary of them being around. And this really shows why it's important to have people of all kinds in leadership positions in important roles. Culturally, the games we create influence what players feel or how they experience the game. So this is part of the job. We know it. We make people happy sometimes. We make people sad sometimes when the lore demands it, and then we try to strive to give a satisfying resolution. So this is part of making a game. And I think what it's really important is to acknowledge that we can take this one step further and acknowledge that, yes, we have a role, we have the power to shape how players feel about each other IRL, so in the real world. And if we do that, that's actually a really empowering thought. So we have the power, we have the experience to do something great, to make long-lasting good changes in the world. So with proper diversity policies in place, with friendlier championship events and other gaming events, with representations in video games, we have the power to do the right thing. And it's really, really inspiring. It's massively inspiring. So I think it should really make us feel brave to do the right thing and be inclusive. It's really important. I think what players, professionals, and really everybody can do is this: do not be a bystander. So we know this from social science, that there is this spiral of silence phenomenon. If somebody says something rude and they think it's okay to say it, they will say it, and it's not going to contribute to a welcoming atmosphere. And yes, everybody has the power to say something. The easiest thing to say is just like, hey, that's not cool, or something like this. So you don't have to elaborate. You don't have to provide an essay. You don't owe anybody a debate. You just need to break the silence. And there are people around you. I guarantee you that there are people around you who agree with you. They are just scared to break the silence. So be the brave one and be the first one to break it, and do not be a bystander. I think that's the most important message. My main advice would be to think about studios as more diverse places, more diverse workplaces than you think, because there is a lot more to a studio than just development or 2D art. We also have HR, marketing, and all sorts of more administrative, more strategy-based jobs. So it is already more diverse than what it might seem from the outside. So there is a place for people here, and the established staff will be able to help you, just like how they have been able to craft policies to ensure diversity, to ensure safety to people within the company. So my advice is to just remember that a studio is more than just a team of people creating games. They also have more jobs and more things that they do. So you have a place here and you can join.